First of all, how rough were the conditions out there? I know you're not going to ever use that as an excuse, but how tough was it to throw today?
Yeah, it affected it on a few throws. The wind got a hold of a couple of them, but we talked about what the conditions weren't going to be an excuse, and they were going to have to deal with them too. So they executed what we were trying to do, just take care of the ball and move the ball down the field, find the completions, and find a way to win anyhow.
Yeah, how frustrating is it then when you want to get out there and you can't get back out because they're possessing the ball so well? Why did they do such a good job of just kind of moving the chains and hanging on to it?
Yeah, I mean, this game is, a lot of fourth downs, going for it. They just kind of stuck with the run game, controlled the clock, and we have to be better in the first half. We had 3 possessions and got to capitalize. I mean, we'll look back at a few key plays that we offensively could have made, and but they won. They did everything right today and handled it.
Thanks.
Next up, got Patrick.
Hey, Baker, what do you say to your guys when there's a big drop that stops a drive?
Ball's coming back to them. The ball always finds a way back to them at some certain point in the game. Like I always say, the most important plays the next. So just pick your head up and move on. Those are things those guys make routine catches. So it's one of those that everybody knows. Every once in a while it happens, but we had a few of them today. But it is what it is. We'll move forward and we'll get better. We'll look at the film and learn. And this bye week, hopefully get some guys back and keep getting better.
Thanks.
Next up is Jeff Shadow.
Hey, Baker, maybe in August 5-3 wouldn't have looked bad heading into the bye, but how do you assess where you guys are now at the midway point heading into the bye?
Not anywhere close to where we want to be. We have a 5-3 record. Should be a lot better, and we believe that, and that's why our locker room's pissed off. So we believe in this locker room, and we're going to continue to get better, and hopefully go on a streak right after this bye week. Like I said, get healthy and focus on getting better. We know what we can improve, and after we watch this film, we'll do that even more so.
Nate Ork, you're up.
Hey, Baker, what's your view of the 2 plays to Landry in the end zone, the one that was reviewed and then the one at the end where he took the big shot?
Yeah, I mean, tough to say on the review for the potential touchdown. I just know that it looked pretty similar to the one to Renfro. Obviously, they're going to make the calls. They're going to do what they do, and that's a tough one. And man coverage with the safety over the top, trying to put it where he can get it. That's a tough one. He got a shot in the ribs and he's hurting right there. So it's not many people can make that play, but I know Jarvis is going to beat himself up. He believes he can.
Next up, Mary Kay Cabot.
Yeah, Baker, how tough is it for you guys to have to be without Myles Garrett? He told us, we know he has a knee injury. He's getting an MRI tomorrow. Couldn't play most of the game or a lot of the game. How tough is it for you guys to have to be without him?
Yeah, I mean, it always sucks to lose a guy like that. But we pride ourselves on the man-up mentality. But like we said about Odell, it's not a one-man job to fill those shoes. It's a guy that we love having here, love having on this team. So bye week's coming at a good time for us. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. He can come back and continue to help us in a huge way like he has been.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Kay. Back to Jake Trotter.
Yeah, given how banged up you guys are, especially some of your key players, how good a timing is it to have the bye week now so you can heal up a little bit?
Yeah, it's pretty good timing, to be honest with you. I think everybody needs it. Obviously, we would have loved to have gone into this bye 6-2, if not better, but we are where we are, and we can only deal with that and move forward and continue to get better, like we said. It's about putting in the work and 1 week at a time until we reach that end goal.
Thanks, Jake. Tony Zarella.
Hey, Baker, when you say you're not anywhere near where you need to be, I mean, is it about consistency? Can you look at a game and say it's down to 4 or 5 plays that you didn't hit on today? That's the difference?
Yeah, I think in any game, no matter if it's a close game or a blowout, you can look at some of these key plays and see where the momentum changed or what potentially could have been. But it is what it is. There's no what ifs because we have to move on and just learn from those plays. And that's why you take every play and you play at 100% because you never know which one of those you're going to look back on and say that was the one that made a difference. So we'll learn and get better.
Next up, Nate Orr.
Hey, Baker, I realize this was a different kind of game with the conditions, but we talked a lot about how defenses might play differently without Odell. What did you notice along those lines?
I mean, the Raiders kind of do what they do. They're going to play a two-shell safety defense until you force them to get out of it in the run game. And they eventually started bringing some of those safeties off the edges and bringing some pressure to try and stop that run game. I mean, they just do what they do. They play hard, and we just didn't make enough plays today.
Go to Mary Kay Cabot, and this will be our last one for Baker.
Baker, just how, I guess, can you put into words maybe how disappointing after you got so much momentum in Cincinnati, and I think everybody expected that to be a great confidence booster and a launching point, to have to come out this week and for you guys as a team to not be able to pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, we win as a team and lose as a team. So this league is hard. It's hard to win. So we have to be more consistent to be able to accomplish that. And like I keep saying, just to learn from this film, move forward and get better. That's all we can do. And we're going to do all of that as a team. We're going to put the work in as a team and get better as a team.